What was the situation with the pilot?
He is incoherent. He is out.
Roger. Try to hold the wings level and see if you can start descending for me.
Pilot passes out at 12,000 feet while in the cockpit, forcing the two passengers he was with to take control and land the bird themselves with no prior training.
Yeah, pretty scary, but now almost a year and a half later, he's got his wings back. Kenneth Allen was grounded by the FAA after he experienced a mid-flight medical emergency while flying in May of 2022. Allen experienced stroke-like symptoms when his aorta, a main artery, tore mid-flight.
Once the plane was landed, he had extensive surgery done on his ruptured aorta, and to get the FAA clearance, Allen had to provide all the paperwork from doctors regarding this near death-defying incident and a detailed progress report from a vascular surgeon.
It would have been hard to accept the fact that I was never going to fly by myself again. I can remember it just like it happened yesterday, sitting right here and just...
You worried it might happen again?
No, I'm not, simply because of all the tests that I've done and the assurance from, experts in their field.
Was it worth the wait?
Of course it's worth the wait. Yes, it is. Here, look at me. I'm back in this airplane flying. Definitely worth the wait.
Yeah, so some big smiles there. And now this seems like a feel-good story, of course. The Allen's clearance brings up a lot of questions.
Let's check in with Chief Transportation Correspondent Maycay Beeler here. Maycay, first off, as a pilot yourself, we touched a little bit on what it would take to get back in flying. What would that entail?
Very involved, and as he said, experts. So as pilots, we have to have medical certificates, depending on what operation you're flying in as a commercial pilot or airline pilot. So for him, he probably needed one every 2 years. But he was disqualified from a medical because of that event. It was just catastrophic. It could have taken his life. So once he recovered from surgery, he had to go through tests and evaluation and stress tests and multiple specialists. Aviation medical examiners, these are aerospace physicians who specialize in pilots being fit to fly, federal flight surgeons, had to approve him to go back. So only after all these tests and evaluations that took over a year and a half did they decide, okay, you're good to go. A lot went into it. Now, I know you're wondering, like it was said in the story, how do you know it's not going to happen again? All right, these pilots get a special issuance medical certificate. It's different from a typical one. You have to be evaluated every 6 to 12 months. You are monitored so thoroughly that they check everything. So imagine us here. One of us may have a condition we don't even know about because we're not undergoing all this monitoring and evaluation. So he is closely monitored. The FAA feels that he is good to go. I do have a statement from Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association from the medical director there. Rest assured, when the FAA is aware of a medical issue with a pilot, they will go to great lengths to make sure that that pilot is safe to fly before granting the privilege to be in our national airspace system. So the safety of our skies and the system is the priority, and it starts with the pilot being fit to fly. So no worries. Now, anything can happen at any time.
Right, and I mean, that's, like you said, anything could happen to anyone. But it looks like this pilot flies smaller planes with, just a couple passengers. Is that something that he would reveal to them, or, not really worth it? Because
well,
why
the story.
Why worry, but why worry someone? It's like, oh, by the way, I passed out mid-flight not too long ago.
Right, well, the story was so a big story. Everyone probably knows about it. I think, no, I wouldn't mention it, but, worst case scenario, he could always fly with a co-pilot if things got bad, but he wanted to be pilot in command and be cleared for that, and bless him, I hope things continue to go well for him.
Happy flying and hopefully safe flying
Safe
as well.
Flying.
All right, Maycay
Yes.
Beeler, thanks.
Glad he's back.